Riders, welcome back to the channel. Today we're test riding a BMW. This is going to be the K1600B. The B is going to stand for bagger, and the BMW K1600 is going to come equipped with an inline 6-cylinder, basically the only one in its class in the industry. That K1600 is going to be a 1649cc engine. It's going to have 160 horsepower. It's going to have 132 foot-pound of torque. In the front, we're going to be seeing that we're going to have a 17-inch tire. You're going to have 2 discs, so it's going to be a dual disc motorcycle, 4 piston calipers. In the back, you're going to get another 17-inch tire, and that's going to be 2 piston calipers. Seat height is going to be very good if you are kind of, challenged in the inseam department. If you're a little bit shorter, it's going to be at 29.5 inches. But just keep in mind, this is going to be a heavy motorcycle, just like your bigger motorcycles from, Harley Davidson. Like the Goldwing, this is going to come in at 758 pounds. So we'll be taking it out for a ride here shortly, and I'll give you my first ride impressions just to see how I like it. I currently own a GSA 2021, so it'll be nice to see the difference between a boxer engine and this K1600 inline 6. Okay, riders, here we are basically just getting ready to go ahead and take off. So here's the beautiful K1600B. I have to say, it looks very good. You could see those graphics right there. This is going to be the midnight edition. This is going to start around $25,000. You're able to see kind of that, subtle paint job in your panniers, side of your tank, up to the front of your plastics up here. This is going to be an option 719. So this one is going to have a few more goodies than your standard K1600B. One thing you'll notice is going to be your brake lights. Your lights are going to be kind of an L shape, upside down. Large panniers for travel. This one is going to have the option of floorboards, and we are about getting ready to head out. This motorcycle, just like my GSA, it's going to be a keyless ignition. I have to say, this large TFT, this is going to be a 10.25 TFT display. I have to say, it's definitely awesome. It's a lot bigger than the one on the BMW GSA that I currently own. Let's go ahead and cycle the ignition. We're in neutral. Oh my god, I have to say, that exhaust sounds a lot more throatier than the one on my GSA. This sounds like a sports bike with the inline 6 motorcycle. Let's see. I've ridden the Honda Goldwing, and I always wanted to see how the K1600 compare. I know it's not really an apples to apples comparison, especially when it comes to power figures and all that, but I wanted to see what it's like. So we are at Oktoberfest here. As I say on my rides, this is not going to be a ride review. This is going to be more of a first ride impression. I don't have enough time to do an in-depth review as I would like. So this is going to be basically just sitting on the motorcycle, the position and all that. Right off the bat, I can definitely feel my legs. They're going to be kind of bent pretty good here, almost like in a sport bike position. We'll see once we get up here on the road if it makes any difference to have, let's see, because we have the floorboards. So let's go ahead and lower our windshield to minimize wind noise, and we'll get this riding going. So right in front of us we have that's going to be the GTL. That's going to be basically the touring version of the one we're currently riding, but other than that, it's basically the same motorcycle. The K1600B is going to be equipped with Shift Assist Pro. Basically that means that you're able to quick shift up and down after you engage first gear. One thing that you'll notice is this is going to be the same on the 16B as well as the GTL is going to be your exhaust. You're going to have two exhausts coming out of your motorcycle, one on your left and one on your right side. I have to say BMW did a good job because you have basically 3 exit inlets on each side, which basically kind of coincides with having a 6-cylinder engine, which is pretty ingenious from them. Man, this 6-cylinder inline 6 pulls really hard. You could definitely feel all 160 horsepower and 132 foot-pound of torque. The 132 foot-pound of torque are going to be available at 5,250 RPM, so that's going to be basically your peak torque right there. The sitting position of the K1600B is going to be that of more of a sport motorcycle when it comes as far as how your legs are positioned on the motorcycle. As far as you're sitting, you're going to be sitting in an upright position, so you're sitting in a very ergonomically position. Your elbows are going to be bent around 90 degrees, so you know you're not going to have that full-on sport bike feel, but you still get that, you know, at the bottom part of your body. The K1600B comes equipped with with Assist Pro, with a gear shift Assist Pro, so no hands on my clutch, and we're able to go ahead and go up in gear. So this is what I wanted to show you guys. So here's going to be your brakes. Same thing on the other side is going to be your shifting. So if you see, we're going to be basically sitting kind of a more sporty position, and then you have your floorboards, which is going to be up here, which is going to give you a more relaxed position. One thing to keep in mind is, since your floorboards are going to be sitting up front, anytime you're going to want to shift, you got to remember, you got to come back to either your brake lever or you're shifting on the other side. So here you have it. Here's going to be your floorboard, here's going to be your shifting. So I would have thought if they're going to put floorboards, perhaps you're going to have your shifting kind of move forward a little bit more, but that's not the case. The K1600 comes equipped with keyless ignition, so you press, you cycle the engine, and you get going. One thing about these bigger motorcycles from BMW, the you know, the 1200, the 1250 lineup, now the 1300 that's coming out, you know, the R1800, and all of them, they are all gonna have the same controls as you will find on the other motorcycles. So on your right side, you're gonna find your ignition switch, your riding modes. On the left, you're gonna have your wonder wheel, which is basically what is gonna be able to control or be able to cycle through some of the menus that we currently have up here. Then we also have, for you to go through the menus, you're gonna have your cruise control. This is not adaptive yet. I believe this is gonna be in the works. The new 1300 already has adaptive cruise control, which is basically a game changer. You have your hazards, you have your heated, your fog lights, and then up here you're gonna have your flashing lights. So I have to say, compared to a 1250 boxer engine, the shifting and the ride characteristics are going to be a lot smoother. Let's go ahead and put our we're putting our windshield up, which is going to be electronically controlled. I know for the new 1300, that was one of the features that was added. I don't know what to say about that. I like to ride mine off-road, so, but I'm sure it's a nice feature because I've had it on other motorcycles. So the K1600 comes equipped with a 7-gallon tank. So, you know, between 35 to 40 miles per gallon, you literally are gonna get, you're gonna get a lot of, you know, you're gonna get a large cruising range on your motorcycle. The BMW K1600 comes equipped with 3 riding modes. You're gonna get dynamic, rain, and road. Basically what those riding modes are going to do, they're going to control the traction, they're going to control the ABS, they're going to control the throttle response. So depending how you're wanting to ride your motorcycle, or, you know, depending on the weather conditions, that's basically how you're going to be, you know, setting up your riding modes. The lower seat position, this is going to have a 29.5 seat height. That is going to make it a very comfortable motorcycle. It's going to be a perfect cruising motorcycle. It's going to be right in line with your K1600. So it also comes equipped with, you have different DIN plugs, which are very normal for European motorcycles. So you're going to get one over here on your side of the tank. There's going to be another one by the back seat. This motorcycle also comes equipped with heated grips and heated seats. That's going to be for the passenger, and it's also going to be for the rider. On our left side, next to our tank, we are going to have 4 buttons. So you're going to see 1, 2, 3, 4 right there. So right there, what that is going to do, that's going to allow you to basically do some preset settings on your motorcycle. So it's going to be for perhaps, you know, like your windshield position, maybe like what type of riding mode you want to do, or, you know, anything like that. So that's going to be right there in those settings. The Midnight starts at around $25,000, which is going to be kind of right in line with what the Goldwing starts around. A little bit more for this one. This one's go all the way up to $30,000. If you go up to the Honda Goldwing and some other higher trims, you're going to be already, you know, in the $30,000 range as well. It does not come equipped with either Apple Play or Android. This is going to have BMW's own proprietary system. That's going to be the motorrad, I believe, motorrad app. So everything is going to be through there. So if we play with the settings over here, not the settings, so with the Wonder Wheel, so the Wonder Wheel can go up and down, so forward and back, and then you're also able to click left and right, and that's going to it's going to allow you to basically toggle through your different screens. So let's wait till we get here to the light. If we come to a stop, we'll go ahead and I'll show you a little bit better, since I have to kind of pay attention to the road. This one. So over here is the Wonder Wheel. So again, up and down. Right now it's controlling the volume. But if you keep going to, let's say you go to your left side, you're going to be able to see, it shows you a trip computer. If you go to the other side, it goes through navigation, trip computer, so onboard computer. So there's going to be different things you're able to do. There's different things you're able to do. Again, we can't really go. There's different things you're able to do. With this, I didn't want to gun it. I guess I could have punched it, but I didn't want to eat a red light, as that is kind of frowned upon. And I don't want to take it on a demo motorcycle. Alright, here we go for the highway portion. So see if we're able to actually stretch the motorcycle, see how we do. Man, what a smooth ride. What a smooth ride. Wow. That inline 6 has definitely been dialed in by BMW. Wow, what a beautiful acceleration that had. And as you saw, we were not really redlining the motorcycle, so if we redlined the motorcycle, I'm sure we could get a lot more. If I understood correctly, one of the guys told me, since this one has the floorboards, it's going to be speed limited to 120 miles. If you go for the GTL, that one apparently is not going to be speed limited. So 120 miles is still plenty fast. So one thing that I failed to mention when I was kind of doing my walkthrough of the handlebar The K1600 is going to come equipped with reverse, which for a motorcycle of this magnitude, 750-pound motorcycle, it's going to be kind of needed. So if you're looking between the BMW K1600 and the Goldwing, I guess there's gonna be a couple of things that you're gonna have to factor. Are you gonna want to buy a hot rod? Basically, this will be the hot rod. The Goldwing will be more of kind of that leisure Sunday motorcycle, you know, in terms of performance. In terms of maintenance, maintenance is going to be pretty comparable. However, the maintenance on a Honda is going to be a little bit cheaper, as you're going to have your head is going to be exposed since you have a flat 6 engine on the Goldwing. So, and then it's just going to come down to preference. I mean, do you want to do a BMW? Do you want to do a Honda? And that's about it. I mean, I will tell you the sitting position on the Goldwing seems to be more relaxed, especially if you're going to be doing a lot of highway miles. So they're both going to be 6 speed. They're both going to have that reverse mode. The one thing that you're going to find on the Honda that you're not gonna find on your BMW if you buy a DCT, it's gonna be that it comes with an automatic transmission. That's gonna be a dual clutch transmission. Believe me, that is not gonna be like your grandma's, you know, old 1991 Toyota Corolla. It's a very refined, smooth dual clutch transmission. It also gives you the ability to override the computer and do your own shifting. So that's something that you also have to keep in mind if you're looking for, you know, if let's say you have like a hand injury or you want to go ahead and just kind of have a more relaxed ride, you'll have to keep that in mind. One thing that I noticed that wasn't as noticeable with the Goldwing is going to be that we have our windshield here, and I get a lot of kind of the like dirty air, like that turbulent air. I'm getting it pretty pronounced, and I was trying to see if, you know, play with the settings a little bit. Maybe we're gonna get, you know, a little bit less wind turbulence, but that has not been the case. Okay guys, so this is a first ride impression. I'm gonna be hoping, so this was a first ride impressions of a BMW K1600B, which is gonna be for a bagger. I'm not gonna call this, or I'm gonna stop calling them like ride reviews, because honestly you don't have enough time to be able to kind of basically be able to do an in-depth ride review in about 15-20 minutes. But you know, I'll be hopefully riding a few more motorcycles. I'll hopefully be going over to do some Indian motorcycles. I believe there's a Can-Am. I want to try a Can-Am. I've never tried one of those, along with additional Biketoberfest footage. So guys, if you enjoy the content, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys on my next video. Man, this acceleration, holy crap, this is like sports bike acceleration here.